Hey everybody, Meteorologist Jason Frazer. Good to be with you on this, I'll call it lovely Saturday, right? Not only are we seeing snow, we're also seeing some freezing rain, we're also seeing some sleet, and we're also finally seeing some rain showers. So this was all expected, but I want to calm everybody's nerves, okay? We have been through this before, my friends. We are going to get through it again. And this is a perfect reminder about the fact that it is winter here in Northeast Ohio. So let me show you behind me what's basically going on right now. I want to show you what's going on the regional map right now. This is a massive storm right now that's moving across our region. So it extends not only up into the Toronto region, but all the way down to the south over in Texas right now. And basically what's going on right now is there is a battle royale of warm air versus cold air. The warm air you can see right there, it's indicative of all of the rain showers that are falling right now across not only the southwest Ohio, but also into Tennessee, as well as Kentucky and even down south. We got colder air across our region, and that's slowly been warming up, and that's the reason why we have slowly started to see some of that precipitation change over from snow into sleet and some freezing rain. I know the number one question I've been getting is, so what's really the difference between snow and like freezing rain and rain? Well, basically what happens is with freezing rain is it actually starts out here in North America as snow. It goes down to a much warmer temperature, it melts, but then by the time it gets to the ground, because the ground is below freezing, it hits and it comes in contact with some freezing air. So want to show you what's happening right now on radar right now. So this is satellite and radar. You can see everybody pretty much has cloud cover right now. I think the only folks right now that are starting to see some snow is really your primary snow belts, likely Ashtabula County, but the majority of you right now are seeing some of that changeover. So the Akron area, as well as Canton area, and let's just zoom in to a couple of these parts just so I can kind of show you what's happening right now. So Mentor, as well as Hudson and Rootstown, you guys are seeing some of that changeover happen right now. Here closer to downtown Cleveland, including Strongsville and Medina, you guys are seeing some of those rain showers. And let's go farther south there, and you can see over in Milton as well as Worcester, you guys are starting to see that transition. Same thing over in New Philadelphia and over in Mansfield. This is a very interesting thing that's happening. We're seeing a cold pocket of air. So if you are living in Mansfield right now and you're seeing just a little bit of a light snow right now going on, that is because it's changing over from some of that warm air back to that cold air. But again, this is what's going to be happening over the next hour or so. Closer to the north we go. So Norwalk area as well as Willard, New London right now, you guys are seeing some light rain showers. Some of you might even be seeing a break from some of the precipitation. So this is going to happen throughout the day. This is not going to be a system where it's going to be raining the entire day. One or two of you might even see just a quick peek of sun. So don't be very surprised about any of that if and when that happens. The other big thing that you're going to notice here today is going to be the wind speeds. Now, if you live along the lake in any of these counties that are shaded there in beige right now, you are under a wind advisory from 3 to about, I'll say, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Some areas might see it until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. And that is largely because we're expecting wind gusts anywhere between 40 to about 50 miles per hour. Already at Cuyahoga County Airport, we're seeing wind gusts of about 29 miles per hour. Over in Ashtabula, we're seeing wind gusts right now at 26 miles per hour. The numbers that you see right there in the white, those are indicative of some of the sustained winds. Now, I want to show you over here, because other question that I've been getting is, Jason, how are the roads? And let me walk on here and let me just show you some of the traffic cameras right now. The roads right now in some parts of our area, they are a mess, okay? But in other parts of the area, they're actually doing pretty well. So I'm just gonna click on here, click over at different ones and just show you what's basically happening. So this is I-77 right now and I-80 on the turnpike right now. You can see that there is an accident to the left of your screen there. We don't know what's going on right now, but I am expecting to see a number of fender benders in around Northeast Ohio because it is still very slick out there. Even though you can see some of the blacktop, do not let that fool you, because I'm expecting that there will be some areas where we could potentially get some black ice, particularly right around now when the temperature is right around that freezing mark in some spots, and we are seeing some moisture that's already on the ground. It's doing this weird thing where it doesn't know if it wants to freeze or if it wants to melt. I-71 right now at I-76, blacktop is looking pretty good, and people look like they're probably going about the speed limit there. ODOT's been doing a pretty good job at getting to some of these highways and byways, as you can see. I want to go closer to Cleveland right now. This is 71 right now at 271. Again, you can see the blacktop's looking pretty good, so that is a good thing. When we came in this morning at about 3 a.m., it did not look that good. So shout out to all of the crews who have been working 12 hours and whatnot, really moving along. You can start to see some of those rain showers right there that are connected to the traffic camera right there. This is I-76 at I-77 at State Route 8. And let's see where else we can go to here. I know a number of you are in Cuyahoga County and want to know what the roads are like up here as well. So let's see here. Let's do I-71 at 480 right now. You can see we got quite a bit of precipitation there on the roads there right now. So, but it looks like traffic is moving along pretty long. But again, want to be clear, okay, when I say this, this is what the highway looks like. ODOT's been out there for a number of hours. So they have already started to pre-treat the roads. They've put down some liquid brine. I can tell you right now, not every roadway looks like this. Unfortunately, one of our colleagues here was coming into work. She spun out. She's okay.
That was me.
That was my colleague here who's actually doing this. She's okay, but that is just a quick reminder that even though you see the blacktop, we're still going to end up seeing some potential black ice. So let's go back over here. Again, I just want to show you what to expect later on today. Let's go hour by hour with what you can expect to see today. And here we go. All right. So a number of you are asking me, hey, okay, when is this all going to end? So we're going to have to deal with this probably for about another 12 hours or so. This is what it's going to look like at about 12 o'clock. The green that you see there, that is indicative of some pretty heavy rain showers. The darker the green, the more likely you're going to see heavier rain showers. All right, so this is what's going to happen right around lunchtime. And then one of the other things you're going to notice here is we're going to get some warmer air in here. Look at the temperature at 2 o'clock in downtown Cleveland, 42 degrees. That is part of the reason why we're going to see a lot more rain showers than snow showers this afternoon. But look at what happens when the temperature starts to dip below the freezing mark. Sometime between about 8 and about 10 o'clock, we may end up getting either some more snow showers, and that might even kick up some lake effect showers because of how the winds are going to be changing. They're coming either from the west or the north, and that's why some of your higher elevations, as well as your primary snow belts, Lake, Geauga, Ashtabula County, you guys could get another 1 to about 2 inches later on tonight. So I know that we have a number of questions. I've been talking a lot. As you know, meteorologists, we tend to talk a lot. And, but I do want to try to answer some of your questions. What questions do we have?
So one of them I saw was she asked if they should let the rain melt the snow or if they should shovel.
So my best advice would be, if it's safe, I think you should definitely clear the snow. And the reason why I say that is because even though you are going to have some rain showers, what's going to end up happening is later on tonight, any moisture that's either on the ground, maybe a street, a sidewalk and whatnot, that's going to end up freezing over. And I do think that even tomorrow morning, we could see some upper teens in some parts of our area, and that could potentially, again, end up freezing over. And I don't want you to go outside of your home and then slip and then fall. What else?
Let's see.
Now that I'm not looking at the computer screen, I can take off my glasses. Yes, I do wear glasses.
Someone said, what about thunder snow? Don asked.
Thunder snow. I don't think we have the right ingredients to get thunder snow. I would love if we got some thunder snow. But typically, you need a few more elements, like a bit more warmer air than what I think we're going to see. Can't rule it out, but it's less than like 2%. Sorry, Don.
And then someone asked where I spun out, and I believe it was I-71 near the Twinsburg exit.
Okay. Okay.
Does that sound right?
Yeah. That sounds about right. And again, just to be clear, anytime you have moisture on the roads, okay, you have the potential to spin out. Random factoid about me, way back about 15 years ago, the ground wasn't even fully wet from a rain shower. There was just a busted pipe. I ended up spinning out. So obviously we're not going to have that here today, but there is a lot of moisture. And my biggest concern with this is going to be that changeover, again, from snow to sleet to freezing rain to possibly rain, and then back to snow. So those rain showers, all of that moisture there that's on the ground, does have the potential to turn into ice overnight. The other thing that I'm not expecting a lot of, but I think we will have some isolated parts of our area that may have some power outages. So if you are in an area that is pretty sensitive to either the wind or power outages, you're definitely going to want to make sure to prepare for that, because again, we could see wind gusts later on this afternoon anywhere between 40 to about 50 miles per hour.
And then I-90 from Cleveland to Ashtabula, what are the road conditions?
Let's go over there. Let's see what the road conditions are like right now. I do think that we have a camera on I-90, Ashtabula. Let's see here. Why don't we just do all of, okay. Well, let's just do all of I-90 right now. So this is 90 at State Route 11. You can see, you can't even see the camera right now. That's likely some freezing rain falling over there. Let's go to, hold on, let's see here. That's in Akron, but let's see if we can get to Cleveland right now. I-90, okay. Let's go over to the west side where the turnpike is. Again, you can see right there, even though there is some blacktop that's there, we do have some rain showers, and the big concern that I have is going to be when these rain showers switch back. For now, things look okay, but again, you still need to be very careful. Let's go to Murray Ridge right now. Not a whole lot of traffic over there. This is 90 at State Route 2. To Columbia Road we go. Traffic looks to be moving along pretty well. But I do want to point out, a number of you have pointed out to me that even though the highways are okay, the exit as well as entrance ramps tend to be really slippery. So that is largely because ODOT can't get to all those exit and entrance ramps. Their priority right now is to make sure that the highways, the high traffic areas, are passable and safe for everybody. So they are eventually going to get to it. They have gotten to some of them. They've told us that they have over 300 plows and other types of vehicles that are out there that are working to keep us safe. But some of these entrance and exit ramps are going to be a little bit slippery. Let's go to Hilliard Road. I believe this is in Rocky River. Things are looking like okay. Traffic is moving along, but you see there's a little bit of glistening there on the roads. And again, that's from some of the melted snow, as well as some of the rain showers that we see pouring also as well. What other questions do we have?
So 2 more. What about airport delays?
Sure.
And how is this going to play out for Sunday?
Yeah, so airport delays, when we checked about 2 hours ago, we didn't see very many delays, but I know that as the day progresses, we are likely going to see some flight delays. I'm not anticipating a lot of flight cancellations today. However, if you do have a flight, it's likely going to be bumpy, and here's the reason why. When you're at the ground and you're getting winds anywhere between 30, 40, even 50-mile gusts, what happens is as you get farther and farther up in the atmosphere, 5, 10, 15, 20,000 feet up in the air, cruising altitude, you tend to have winds that are moving a lot faster. The reason why, you don't have any friction, also known as buildings and houses and whatnot. So winds can tend to move very quickly. So sometimes, depending on where you are, you might end up seeing a lot of turbulence, and that ends up leading to flights either flying a little bit slower or they have to delay some of the flights. I know last night we saw a ground stop over at Chicago. I haven't heard that for this morning, but best advice I have for you is to check with your air carrier. What's the other question?
And for tomorrow, what are we expecting?
Tomorrow, yes. So overnight, tomorrow morning, if you are on the lake, you do have the potential at seeing some lake effect snow. Let's go back over here. Let me show you hour by hour what you can expect for tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to end up being a much better day than we have today. So I think many of you, if you have any outdoor plans or anything, tomorrow is definitely going to be the better of the day. Look at these low temperatures. We are talking about teens tomorrow morning, 5 a.m., 15, 14 down in Mansfield, 15 over in Worcester, as well as Elyria. It's going to be chilly out there, okay, folks? So definitely make sure that you pump up the heat as well. We could even see temperatures go down to about 13 in inland communities like New Philadelphia as well as Mansfield. If you live, again, primary snow belt, that's where I think the greater likelihood is where you could end up seeing some snow. Even the east side of downtown Cleveland, you guys can end up seeing just a few flurries, maybe a ½ inch to an inch. I think the majority of us will stay dry for tomorrow. I think some of you will see some peaks of sunshine as well. But again, there might be the possibility of a passing flurry or two tomorrow. So don't think that, we are all done with all of the snowfall. But again, it's largely going to be east side and central northeast Ohio that does have a slight likelihood of seeing some flurries for tomorrow.
And best time to travel today if they have to, during the afternoon rain.
Yeah, okay, so here's the thing. I'm going to tell everybody, please avoid the roads. Unless you have to go out today, don't go out today. And the reason why I say that is because what ends up happening is a lot of times people are not as familiar with how to drive in inclement weather. If you cannot, and if you need to go out today, I would say the best time to really go out will likely be sometime between, I'll say somewhere between about 4 and about 7 to about 8 o'clock. I think that's when we'll likely get a break from this. Again, that does not mean that there won't be some spots that will end up seeing some isolated rain showers. We might even see a few flurries, but at this point in time, that's when it's looking like we'll have a little bit of a break from some of the moisture.
And when is the change back to snow expected? Maybe what is the rest of the week starting to look like?
The change back over in the snow will likely happen sometime between about 8 o'clock and on. One of the difficult things about this storm is just when those winds are going to shift, when the temperature is going to drop. So I can't pinpoint and say exactly at 8:01 in your neighborhood it's going to happen. It's going to be highly dependent on when those winds shift and when, like I said, that colder air comes in. As of right now, it's looking like sometime between right about, I'll say 8 o'clock for you West Siders, and then it's going to continue to move eastward, and then we're going to kick up some lake effect snow showers overnight. And then again, we might end up seeing just a random snow squall move through tomorrow afternoon. So I can't say tomorrow afternoon everybody's going to be dry. I will say we will be a lot more dry than we were today, because I think everybody's going to see everything today. All right, so here's what I want to do. I don't want to go on too long because I know a number of you have other things that you want to do. So what I'm going to do is, as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to try and go back and answer some of your questions. You can feel free to tag me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Jason Frazer TV. I will eventually get to your question. There's one of me, there's a lot of you. So I will try my best to answer all of those questions. We are going to have another update for you later on tonight. My colleague Matt Wentz is going to be heading in tonight. Our chief meteorologist, Betsy Kling, she's going to be updating all of us throughout the day. So please, please, please make sure that you continue not only to check this page, but also WKYC.com. Have a wonderful and fantastic day. Stay warm, stay dry.